What if I told you that right now, somewhere in the universe, entire stars are being ripped apart, planets are wandering through space completely alone, and there are places where time itself slows down? Space is far more terrifying than most horror movies because every scary thing you're about to hear is completely real. From cosmic monsters to deadly mysteries that scientists still can't explain, these are some of the most terrifying facts about space that will make you look at the night sky very differently. Make sure you stay until the end, because the final fact is one of the most unsettling discoveries ever made. Space is completely silent. In movies, massive explosions and crashing spaceships create huge sounds. But in reality, space is a near-perfect vacuum. Sound needs molecules to travel through, and space has almost none. If a giant star exploded right next to you, you wouldn't hear a thing. The silence of space is so absolute that it creates one of the most eerie environments imaginable. There is a giant cloud of alcohol floating in space. Near the center of our galaxy, astronomers discovered an enormous cloud containing enough alcohol to fill trillions of bottles. It stretches for hundreds of light years and contains complex organic molecules. While it sounds funny at first, it also shows how strange and alien the universe truly is. A single neutron star is one of the most extreme objects in existence. These stars are formed when massive stars collapse after exploding. Just 1 teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh around 1 billion tons on Earth. That's roughly the weight of a mountain, compressed into something that could fit in your hand. The gravity around these objects is so intense that it can warp the structure of atoms themselves. Black holes don't just swallow things. Some of them can actually tear stars apart. When a star gets too close, the difference in gravity between one side and the other becomes so extreme that the star gets stretched like spaghetti. Scientists even have a name for this horrifying process: spaghettification. The star is literally ripped apart and consumed piece by piece. There are rogue planets drifting through the darkness of space completely alone. Unlike Earth, these worlds don't orbit any star. They wander endlessly through the galaxy in total darkness after being ejected from their solar systems. Imagine a frozen planet with no sunrise, no sunset, and no source of light, traveling through the endless void for billions of years. The largest known structure in the universe is so huge that light takes billions of years to cross it. Known as giant cosmic structures, these vast regions contain countless galaxies connected across unimaginable distances. The scale is so enormous that it challenges our understanding of how the universe formed in the first place. If you fell into a black hole, something very strange would happen. To an outside observer, it would look like you were moving slower and slower until you appeared frozen in time. Meanwhile, from your perspective, time would continue normally. This bizarre effect comes from Einstein's theory of relativity and shows that time is not as fixed as it seems. The universe is filled with deadly radiation. Even here on Earth, our atmosphere protects us from dangerous cosmic rays constantly arriving from deep space. Without that protective shield, life as we know it would struggle to survive. Astronauts on long missions face increased exposure, making deep space travel one of humanity's greatest challenges. There may be stars older than entire civilizations that have witnessed almost the entire history of the universe. Some ancient stars formed shortly after the Big Bang and still exist today. These cosmic survivors have been burning for billions of years, long before Earth even formed. Scientists have discovered planets where it rains glass. On some distant worlds, powerful winds can exceed thousands of miles per hour, causing tiny shards of glass to blast sideways through the atmosphere. If that sounds terrifying, imagine standing in a storm where every raindrop is a razor-sharp piece of glass, moving faster than a hurricane. The coldest known place in the universe isn't a distant planet. Vast regions of space can reach temperatures close to absolute zero, the lowest temperature theoretically possible. At these extremes, atoms barely move at all, creating conditions that seem almost impossible to imagine. One of the most frightening mysteries is that we still don't know what most of the universe is made of. Everything we can see, stars, planets, galaxies, and even ourselves, makes up only a tiny fraction of the cosmos. The rest appears to be invisible dark matter and dark energy, mysterious substances that scientists still cannot fully explain. In other words, most of the universe remains unknown. And perhaps the scariest fact of all, the universe is unimaginably vast. There are more stars in the observable universe than grains of sand on all the beaches of Earth. Somewhere out there could be worlds beyond imagination, strange forms of life, or cosmic phenomena we've never even dreamed of. The truth is, we have explored only a tiny fraction of what exists. If you enjoyed these terrifying space facts, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us which fact scared you the most. Thanks for watching Triviaxel Media, and we'll see you in the next video.